If you have ever experienced your sales dropping off after a few days after launching your Facebook ads campaign, you need to watch this until the end. Hey, what's going on everybody? Shri Kanase here and welcome to another Shopify video. So lately I've been getting a lot of requests from people and questions asking why are my campaigns basically turning to trash after the first couple days of running the campaign. Many of these people also state that they get a sale or actually a lot of sales on the first few days, and then after, as the days go by, their sales start to drop and the campaigns start to basically suck. And we're going to really dive into this topic and get to the roots to exactly find out why this happens and what's the solution for it. But before doing that, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button really quick and turn the post notifications on so that you are notified every time I drop a new bomb video. In addition, do let me know down in the comment section what kind of videos or topics you guys want me to cover, and I'll make a video especially for you, but also post it on YouTube so that others can learn from it. So do let me know in the comments. But without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so there's multiple reasons as to why a campaign starts to do considerably bad after the first few days, and this really has nothing to do with you technically, because if you have put time and effort into the ad copy and correctly targeted the audience for the product, the rest is basically in Facebook's hand. The ball is in Facebook's court, and it is up to Facebook as to what kind of audience they show their ad to. And that is the first thing that we're going to be basically focusing on, and this topic is called a lucky sale. So if you have experienced a lot of sales, or at least a few sales in the first day of launching your Facebook campaign, you experience something called a lucky sale. A lucky sale is basically Facebook showing your ad set to the best audience possible within the audiences that you targeted. And just think about it, Facebook is also a business. They want more customers to continue using Facebook ads so that they keep on getting more revenue. And this is sort of how the Facebook algorithm works, but Facebook shows your ad set to the best performing ad set from past data within the original audience that you targeted. So if your audience size is 2 million, what Facebook is going to do is basically analyze all of these 2 million individuals and their profiles, and Facebook is going to see what each member of the audience did in a specific amount of time. And from this analysis, what Facebook is going to do is derive the top people who basically interact the most with ads and have some kind of track history of purchasing stuff from Facebook to show your ad to. And when you do get a sale from these audiences, usually in the first day, you continue running the ad and giving Facebook more money, which is exactly what Facebook wants. And usually after the first few days, or initially the first day, Facebook starts testing out different audience pockets within the total audience pool. So not every single audience pocket within that 2 million audience as we were referring to is the same, because there's part of that audience of 2 million which never purchases or never even clicks on an ad. And there's also a part of that audience which is the best one and always clicks ads and always purchases something. So this concept is basically again called the lucky sale, because Facebook gets you the first few initial sales and then starts calculating which audiences interact best with your ad sets. This has a lot to do with the ad itself and what kind of audience you targeted, because if you were in the dog niche and you target the cat niche, of course after the few lucky sales you should be expecting literally nothing because the audience is completely separate. But of course there will be people in the dog niche who also have some sort of interest in the cat niche or possibly own a cat, and that is the audience that Facebook shows your ad sets to in the first day, which is again called the lucky sale. But during this initial testing phase, which is our next topic that we want to talk about, Facebook is testing the waters to see again which audience interacts the best with your ad sets. There are so many individuals using Facebook ads that it is hard for Facebook to really capture the correct audience right away. So that's why you'll face a lot of fluctuations within the first few days of launching your campaigns and even a drop. But there are again a few fixes to this which we'll be going over in the later part of this video. But one thing that could really affect this drop is your customer feedback ratio, and that is the next topic that we're going to cover. Basically, if you have a low page feedback rate, your ads are really going to suffer and your sales will drop significantly after the first initial sales that you get from the first days. In order to check your Facebook page feedback rate, just go ahead and go to this link. It's www.facebook.com/ad/ customer underscore feedback. And this is going to tell you some important information which really affects the reach that your ads get. And on this page, you're going to see a specific score. If the score is less than 2, you're in some deep trouble, mainly because that is a really bad score, and Facebook is going to penalize you by making your reach even lower. So when your reach is lower, your ads will be shown to less people, and the people that the ad is shown to may not be high quality. The next score, which is between 2 to 3, is basically a warning. It is telling you to step up your game and increase your customer service experience. On the specific page, it'll tell you exactly where your customer service is lacking and what you need to improve upon. But in essence, this score really determines your reach, and it could really limit your entire reach and cause you to basically face a lot of fluctuations within the first few initial campaign launches, and even may cause you to lose out on a couple of winning products just because of how bad the initial launch was. So to summarize, it's really common to get lucky sales with Facebook ads just because of the sort of audiences that you target, and also Facebook going through the testing phase, trying to see which audience interacts best with your ad set and trying to find more people just like those. But now that we've covered why this possibly happens, let's talk about how you can fix it. So first steps first, do not panic. I have some mentoring students who always panic, saying they get a lot of sales in the first few days, but after a while everything starts to just go downhill and nothing seems to work. And it kind of makes them anxious, seeing that they're investing money into the product which was showing some kind of consistency within the first day or so, and it kind of got their hopes high, but then it was all crushed when it just went downhill. It is really easy to panic, but panicking is not going to help you at all. Instead, what you want to do, and only do this first step after you wait 2 to 3 days, is test more audiences similar to the one that got you the initial sales. So let's say you have launched 5 to 10 ad sets, or how many ever you launch for testing products. And out of those 5 to 10 ad sets, only about 3 are giving you some kind of results. Let's say the first one got you a sale on the first day, 2 sales on the second day, and third day you got nothing. But the other 2 ad sets, they got you a sale each day. So if your ROAS is above a 2.0, what you want to do is again use the suggestions button when doing interest targeting to find more similar interests to the ones that are currently working. And you want to make new ad sets with those interests. You do not want to edit the original ones. Let the original ones run, but launch these new ones with very similar interests to the ones that are working. And what this is going to do is not only get your pixel more data to the specific audiences you're targeting, but it'll also help you gauge whether the product that you're testing is a winning product or not. And generally, if it is a winning product, these other ad sets that you launch should start showing you some kind of results overall, and there should be some kind of consistency within them. If all of your ad sets stop getting any sales after the second day, and you do not get sales for the rest of the time until the ad sets reach a specific profit margin, you need to really consider just dropping that product and moving on. Just because it got a few lucky sales does not mean that it is a winning product. A winning product is very clear when it comes to the stats because it shows some kind of consistency. So even after doing this step, your sales are dropping after a few days and you're not getting any kind of consistency, it's really time to move on. The second step that you can do is test your funnel. And by funnel, I mean your landing page and what happens after they click the add to cart button, followed by the checkout button, etc. I can't tell you guys how many times I have had people ask me why nobody's purchasing anything on their store or they're getting very few sales. And when we go through their entire funnel, we see that none of the shipping options after entering payment information is popping up, so nobody's able to choose shipping for specific countries, or some people are having problems with their currency converter applications. And this is causing a problem with people coming from other countries onto their website to purchase something, but they're unable to change the currency, so they end up leaving. So these are really important things, and you want to test your entire funnel from landing onto your product page to checking out and doing an actual test order to make sure everything flows correct. And if you have the first and the second step done and the sales are still dropping, it is definitely time to move on and test new products. Dropshipping is a game of consistently testing new products. Basically, whoever is able to test more products more quickly wins. Do not get attached to any product, and whenever a product gives you good clicks or good add to carts or even good purchases, you want to study that product and see what you did differently for that product so you can mimic it for your other campaign launches. But it is a very common problem to have your sales drop after the first initial days. And to summarize, test more audiences for the winning ad sets after 2 to 3 days and really make sure everything inside your funnel is working correctly. But that is the initial way to really fix this problem and get more consistent results. But if you guys found any type of value in this video, don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time.